Welcome to Gentle Vinyasa Yoga, Gentle Vinyasa Flow. Yesterday was the winter solstice, so today we celebrate that the days are getting longer, so we'll have more light. It's that time of year when we welcome light into the world. I was talking to a friend saying, oh, at least the days will get longer, and he said, yeah, just as it starts to get really cold for 2 months. I said, we're not talking about that. Talking about the days are getting longer. So I'm very happy about that, at least. So let's come to a easy seated pose, Sukhasana. I am sitting on a blanket. I always recommend that or offer that as an option, as it is more comfortable sometimes. And we'll start by just shifting from side to side, grounding our sits bones, those ischial tuberosities that you feel when you are sitting down. Try to find equal pressure on both of those so we're nice and equally aligned here. You can stack the spine tall. It's helpful to imagine you've got a string tied to the top of your head. It's pulling you up, lengthening your spine. Sometimes just getting in this proper alignment feels really good because your spine spends so much time in a bad alignment that getting that nice, tall alignment it feels good, decompresses those intervertebral discs. It's a nice fit here. So we'll stack the spine. Helps to lift the sternum. We'll also think about drawing the navel in and somewhat up. So a little bit of Uddiyana Bandha. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. We'll roll those shoulders up and back and down. Come to a nice aligned posture. We can rest our hands on our thighs. We can have our palms down or our palms up. We'll softly close our eyes. Bring awareness to the breath, to the sensation of the air moving in and out of the body. Let's begin to become aware of the length of the inhales and exhales. We'll try to equalize those. You might just count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's begin to lengthen the exhales. So if we're inhaling for 4, maybe we exhale for 5. Let's continue to lengthen the exhale and work toward having our exhale be twice as long as our inhale. Come back to a normal breath. We can blink our eyes open. Bring our fingertips down to the mat. Stack the spine tall. So you can roll those shoulders back. Find that lift in the sternum, that length in the front body, that openness across the front body. We'll inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale to press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. I like to turn my thumbs to point back as I rise, and then forward as I press down, just to mobilize that shoulder a bit. On the next inhale, let's just bring that right arm up and all the way over. And exhale it back down. And the left arm, inhale, expand those ribs, exhale, press down. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. Next time, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, let's bring that right arm down. We can begin to slide out. We can bring that left arm over if we like. Think about spiraling the chest up toward the ceiling. So rather than being closed, you're open toward that sun. can also slide that right hand further up. We can drop down to that right elbow if we like to find more openness. A gentle, gentle twist here. Let's inhale to rise up. And exhale down. Let's inhale that right arm up and we'll slide that left hand out. Again, spiraling the chest up toward the sky, finding openness, option to drop to the elbow. Use your breath to expand the side body here. Let's inhale to rise up, exhale back down. Let's just switch the cross of our legs. Let's come back and reground our sits bones here. Let's sweep the right hand behind the body. You can press into the heel of your hand. You can make a fist if you like. And use that right arm to prop yourself up tall. Really find that lift here. Bring the left hand across to the right leg. Inhale, lengthening up tall through the spine. Exhale to take our twist. With each inhale, we try to find a little more height and length in the spine if we can. And as we exhale, we may deepen our twist, perhaps looking over the shoulder. Relaxing back through center, sweeping the left hand behind, option to press into the heel of the hand or make a fist. Lift the chest, stack the spine really tall. Right hand comes to left thigh. We're inhaling to lengthen and exhaling, taking our twist. As we inhale, we stack the spine even taller. As we exhale, we might find a little more range in our twist. Relax back to center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose. Grabbing the ankles with the heels about the length of one of your feet from your torso. You can adjust that in or out for comfort if you like. Inhaling, lifting that chest. Now exhaling, long spine, pressing forward. Perhaps bringing elbows to touch the inner thighs, and if so, adding a light pressure there, but not super hard. Breathe and sink. We'll rise back up. Let's come to kneeling now. Here's where it's nice to have a blanket. Coming to our side plank and gate pose. So, starting on the left side today, just to mix it up. Left leg out. I'm grounding my foot with my toes pointing forward. So I'm really trying to seal that foot against the mat here. I like to start with my warrior two arms, as I call them. Inhale. We'll exhale. We'll slide the rib cage to the right. Bring that right hand down. And that left arm can come up or over. Just like in a side angle here. And again, we'll try to spiral the chest up and open. This right hand, again, can be palm down, can be fist. Whatever feels better for your wrist. We can hold this or we can lift and lower that leg a couple of times. Activating the core a bit here. And the abductors. And inhaling to rise back up. Now moving into gate. I'm going to flex that left foot. I don't have to flex it, but I like to. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to slide the ribs down to the left. Come down to grab the big toe with my peace fingers, or grab the foot if I wish, or grab the shin. Whatever I can reach is fine. Right hand can come up or over. And if it's your practice to come all the way over, keeping openness here to grab your toe, that's great. Let's inhale, rising up. Exhale to our side plank variation. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to our gate pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gate. For 3, side plank, lift, gate. 2, side plank, lift, gate. And 1, side plank, lift, gate. Rise up. Let's come back to center. Take a breath. Become aware of how that feels in your core. Other side now, we're sliding our right foot out, sealing our foot against the mat. Got those warrior 2 arms. Inhale. Exhale, sliding the ribs out to the left. Bring that left hand down, fist or palm here. Reaching up or reaching over. Again, trying to find openness. So if you find yourself like curling forward, really make an effort to open up toward the sky, or at least toward the front here. We're trying to expand the front body here. We can hold it here, we can lift it lower. We can inhale to rise up. We could flex that right foot and exhale, sliding the ribs to the right, coming down with peace fingers or grabbing the foot, the shin. That left arm reaching up or reaching over. Again, trying to find that opening in the chest. Perhaps reaching all the way over if we like. Into our flow, we inhale and rise up. We exhale to our side plank variation. We inhale to rise up. We exhale to our gate. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale to gate. For 3, feel that sensation through your core. Side plank. Lift. Gate. For 2. Plank. Lift. Gate. And 1. Plank. Lift. Gate. And rise. Back to center. Let's just lower down to 1 hip. We might put our blanket aside now. Make our way onto the back for our hamstring and hip opening series here. So on the back, legs extended. Let's start with the left leg today. Drawing that left leg in, grabbing the thigh with both hands. Inhale. Exhale, press the air out of the belly. Inhale, press up toward the sky. Exhale, squeeze the air out. Inhale, expand the belly and press up. For 3. For 2. Warming up those legs, those hamstrings. And 1. Now holding it here for a moment, let's take a moment to really think about sinking that hip into the floor. So really grounding down. We can hold behind the thigh or behind the calf now to deepen that hamstring stretch. Here's where we can use our sinking breath. Inhale to maintain. Exhale, you might find a little more stretch there. Let's take 3 or 4 breaths here. If you have a strap, want to put a strap around the ball of your foot, use that. That's great. It's a great option. Now bringing the left hand to the left inner thigh, I'm going to bring the right arm out to the side to balance me as I lower that left leg out to the side. Just finding whatever openness I have there in the hip. Breathing and melting into it. Let's take about 5 breaths here. When we're ready, we can bring that leg back up. Now, let's bring the right hand to the left leg, so reaching across the body, the left arm out to the side, and we'll pull the left leg over as we roll into the right hip, trying to keep our shoulder blades grounded. A nice stretch here in the side of that top hip, that left hip. And again, let's take about 5 breaths. Lift it back to center when we're ready. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the air out one last time. Inhale, release the leg out and down. Maybe we just bounce those legs out a little bit now. Now we can lift that right leg and grab the thigh with both hands. Big inhale, fill the belly. As you exhale, we'll squeeze the air out. Let's flex that foot as we inhale and press up. Exhale to squeeze the air out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's inhale and lift. Now again, take that moment and really consciously round that right hip down into the mat. So you're not lifting up to do your stretch, you're just rounding down. Now holding behind the thigh or behind the calf. With our sinking breath, inhale, exhale, see if you can find a little more stretch there in your hamstrings. Now, bringing the right hand to the right thigh, the left arm out to the side. We're going to lower the right leg out, opening the hip, opening the inner thigh here. Find what you've got there, and then let's take about 5 breaths. When we're ready, lifting that leg back up, bringing the left hand to the right thigh, taking the right arm out to the side to balance us as we pull the right leg across the body to the left side, rolling onto the left hip, but trying to keep those shoulders down. Feeling a stretch on the outside of your right hip here. Breathe and melt, 5 breaths. Lifting back up. You can draw the knee in. Extend out and down. Shake it out. Let's roll onto one side. And we'll open like a book. We'll draw the knees up in a side-lying tabletop kind of position with the knees and hips bent at a right angle. Arms extended, palms together. As we inhale, we'll lift up. As we exhale, we'll open up toward the ceiling. Let's inhale to lift. Exhale to close. We're just going to flow this 5 times. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, closed. For 4, up, and open, up, and close. For 3, up, open, up, close. For 2, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And 1, lift, open, lift, and close. You can roll to the other side, or you can flip end to end. Just make sure you are on the other side of your body. Drawing the knees up in that side lying pose here. Arms extended, palms together. Inhaling, lift. Exhale to open. Just going to hang here for about 3 breaths. Let's inhale to lift. Exhale to close, and we'll flow it 5 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. For 4. Lift. And close. For 3. And close. For 2. And close. And 1. And close. Let's press ourselves up. Come on to our hands and knees. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Option to make fists for wrists. Quick little cat-cow here. Let's start by sliding the shoulder blades down, drawing the abs in. So I have a nice long spine and a nice long neck. Inhaling, we can lift the chest and tailbone into our cow pose. Exhaling, we can scoop it down at our knees for cat pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop. And lift. And scoop. We'll come back to neutral. And we'll just sway the hips from side to side. We'll come back to neutral. Now we'll barrel roll the hips. We'll come inhale into cow. We'll exhale, pushing our hips out to one side. Exhale, scooping into cat. Come back around to cow. Let's go 2 more times in one direction. Scooping to cow. The cat lifting to cow. 1 more time. Now reverse direction. As you exhale, push your hip out and scoop into cat. Inhale, pushing the other hip out. Coming back into cow. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more round. Coming back to neutral. Step 1 foot forward. And then the other. Coming right into forward fold here. So let the head hang. Knees can be soft. You can try to rest your belly on your thighs if you like. Take as much bend in your knees as you like. You may find over time you straighten your legs a tiny bit more. Whatever's comfortable. Fingertips can dangle down. You can grab opposite elbows with each hand if you like. You can nod the head. You can shake the head. Just releasing any tension from the neck, and really can sway the arms in and out or side to side. Releasing the shoulders and back. Inhale and exhale. You might sink a little deeper as you exhale. Let's release our fingertips down toward the floor. On our next inhale, we'll come halfway up to a flat back. Feel free to brace your hands on your shins or your thighs. Try to find that nice long spine like we had when we first started this morning when we were seated. Long spine, lifting the sternum. Halfway lift. Gaze is down. Neck is in line with the spine. Inhale. Exhale to release back to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. On the next inhale, let's circle sweep our arms for reverse swan dive and rise all the way up. Take your time here. Bring hands to heart center. Moving into mountain pose now. Let's start with the legs and the feet. The feet can be hip width apart for stability. They can be closer with the toes touching, and a little space between the heels if you like. Just begin to shift the weight from one foot to the other. Again, grounding into the feet equally. Let's peel the toes up off the floor, then starting with the pinky toe, roll the toes down one at a time, creating that pada bandha, that foot lock against the floor, that foot seal. Let's activate the thighs. Imagine pulling your kneecaps up and spiraling your thighs inward, drawing the navel in and up, lifting the sternum, stacking the spine, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, slightly tucking the pelvis under by sliding the sacrum down, creating some length in the lower back. Let's reach out through our fingertips now with our palms forward, nice active arms, active fingers, mountain pose. Very, very active. Not just standing, but standing tall, lifting up to the crown of your head, finding your height. Inhale to sweep up, exhale to press down, inhale to sweep, exhale to press. Let's flow the arms, right arm first, inhale up, let's take a look at a bit of a bend here, exhale down, left arm inhale, exhale, right arm inhale, exhale, left arm inhale, exhale. Both arms, inhale to rise. Exhale to swan dive. So we'll soften our knees, bringing arms out to the side, coming back to forward fold. Inhaling to our halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise up. Exhaling to swan dive, softening the knees, arms out to the side. Inhaling halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Let's exhale back to heart center, press back into chair pose, sinking our hips, keeping that long spine still. Still have that mountain pose in the upper body, shoulder blades sliding down the back, lifting the sternum, abs are active, drawing in. Inhaling, we can sweep up and rise. Exhaling, we'll sink back into chair. And maybe think about trying to go a little bit deeper into chair each time. Inhaling to rise, exhaling to sink, inhaling to rise, exhaling to sink. Let's do 2 more of these. 1 more. Now rise, let's add on. Now go back to our swan dive, softening our knees, reaching out to the side, coming into forward fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling swan dive, softening knees. Inhaling halfway lift. Exhaling fold. Inhaling to rise. Exhale, sinking through chair. Inhale to rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart center. Catch your breath. We're going to add on to that to make a little flow, a little variation on sun salutation. Starting from the top, inhaling to rise, exhaling swan dive, Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhale, heart center. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, sink into a high lunge. Nice strong in the back leg, front knee stacked over front ankle. Send our arms out to the side. Inhale to stack the spine. Exhale to bring the the left arm forward toward the right leg. Gentle twist. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist. For 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale to open. Exhale to heart center. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale to step the right foot back into our high lunge. Exhale to sink into it. Inhale to open the arms. Exhale to bring the right arm forward toward the left leg. So we're turning the opposite arm for the opposite leg here. A couple of breaths. We'll flow it. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist. Inhale to open. Exhale to twist. For 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale to open. Exhale to heart center. Inhale to rise. Exhale, take our flow, swan dive. Into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale through chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, sink into your lunge. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, heart center. Let's inhale and step into a shorter stance for pyramid prep. With our feet parallel and lateral space between our feet, so our feet have space between them. They're not lined up like this. There's lateral space hip width. Pyramid prep. Bring hands to hip if we like. Inhale, lifting the front body. Exhale, folding forward, coming into pyramid, the long spine, and a flat back. You can hold here. You can inhale and exhale, coming deeper, fingertips coming down to the floor or to the shin. You also have your hands on your thigh here if you like. And we're just going to do a little bit of a thing here. I'm just going to lunge forward ever so slightly and press back. And lunge and press. For 3, for 2, for 1. Now let's step the back foot forward. Coming into forward fold, we'll inhale to rise up. We'll exhale to heart center. Other side. We'll inhale to step the right foot back. We'll exhale to sink. We'll inhale to open. We'll exhale to twist. We'll inhale to open. We'll exhale to heart center. We'll inhale and step up into pyramid prep. We'll exhale to hinge forward. First, just coming to flat back. Maybe staying at flat back. That's fine. We're bringing fingertips down to the floor or shin or thigh. With the option to lunge forward and press back. And lunge forward and press back. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's step the back foot up, coming into forward fold. We'll inhale to rise all the way up. We'll exhale to swan dive. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling to swan dive. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling, heart center. Inhaling, left foot back. Exhaling to sink into it. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to heart center. Inhaling to step to pyramid prep. Exhaling to fold into pyramid. Inhaling to lengthen the front body. Exhaling to come deeper. Inhaling, stepping forward. Exhaling, sinking into it. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling, heart center. Inhaling the right foot back. Exhaling to sink into it. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling to open. Exhaling, heart center. Inhaling to lift into pyramid prep. Exhaling to fold into pyramid. Inhaling to lengthen the front body. Exhaling to go deeper. Inhaling to step forward. Exhaling to sink into forward fold. Inhaling to sweep all the way up. Exhaling to swan dive. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, rise. Exhaling, heart center. Inhaling, left foot back. Exhaling, sink. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, lift into pyramid prep. Exhale, hinging into flat back pyramid. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, deepen if you wish. Inhaling to step up. Exhaling into deeper forward fold. Inhaling to sweep up. Exhaling to heart center. Inhaling, right leg back. Exhaling, sink. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, twist. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, heart center. Inhaling, lift to pyramid prep. Exhale, fold into flat back. Inhale, lengthen the front body. Exhale, deepen your pyramid if you wish to. Inhale, stepping up. Exhale, sinking into forward fold. Inhaling to sweep all the way up. Exhaling, heart center. Inhaling, right foot back. Exhaling to sink into the lunge. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to heart center. Inhaling, lifting to pyramid prep. Exhaling, folding to flat back. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, folding deeper if we wish. Inhale, stepping up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to heart center. Take a breath, grab a drink. Let's get some more lateral movement. So let's take our star pose stance with our feet roughly as wide apart as our legs are long, and adjust from there as needed. Feet turned out roughly at 45 degrees, adjust as needed to make sure that our knees are pointing toward our toes. So that's the main thing we're after. If that means a narrower stance or a different angle for your foot, that's fine. Don't try to get your feet wide if your knees are torquing in or out or some crazy thing. So we'll keep it where it works for us. We'll reach up and out through our fingertips, nice and active in star pose. And as we breathe, we'll try to find expansion across the front of the body. Do our moonflowers flow, which is basically going from our star pose to a goddess pose. Inhale to rise. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. For 3. For 2. For 1. Now we'll go into sunflowers. Inhale to rise. Exhale. We're going to take a gentle squat and swoop down. Imagine gathering flowers up in our arms. Inhale to rise. I'm going to alternate which arm is on top as I sweep down and gather up my flowers. Inhale, rise. For 4. For 3. For 2. Gather up those flowers. And 1. Now we'll come to our yogi squat, bringing hands through heart center. Sinking down. Trying to keep lift in the front body. So we're not going to do our squat by folding all the way forward like this. We're going to keep lift and find what we find with that chest lifted. The elbows come to inner thighs. That's great. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. For 3, keep those knees pointing out towards your toes. For 2. For 1. Let's hold it down on 1. Let's bring our hands down to the floor and walk over to the right foot. We can flex the left foot, coming into our side lunge Skandasana, getting some nice opening for the inner thigh here. You can keep that right heel grounded like this, or you can lift the heel up into a different variation. You might get more sensation in your inner thigh by lifting your heel, whatever works for you. I'm going to walk back over now to my other foot. So I'll flex the right foot, I can ground the left heel, or I can lift the left heel, finding whichever variation of Skandasana works better for me today. Let's go back over to the right one more time. Choose your option. Sink and stretch. If you're up here somewhere, that's fine. Wherever you are, for your side lunge. Other side, Skandasana. Let's come back to center. Try to bring our fingertips down under our shoulders if we can. Let's turn our feet to point forward. Let's try to find length in the spine. Now shifting the weight back into our heels. We can bring our hands to our hips. We can rise up. And shake it out. Okay. Let's move into some more stretching now. Let's move down to the mat. I'm going to pull out my blanket again. Now that things are warm, we can do a couple of deeper stretches. So from kneeling, let's bring the right foot forward first for Anjaneyasana, the low lunge, the hip opener. So I'm after a stretch in my left hip and quads. If I need to walk my left knee back a tiny bit or shift my right foot forward to find openness there, go right ahead. I've got my back toes uncurled so that the toenails are pressed against the mat. I can have my hands on my right thigh, try to lift the chest here. That gives you more openness through your hip. If you round over or lean forward, you're going to lose your hip stretch here. So whatever you can do to lift your chest. I think about pushing my hips kind of forward and down to find that openness here. I can leave my hands here, come to heart center if I like. I could also open the cactus arms or extended arms. Breathe. Again, we've got that sinking breath as we exhale. You might find a little more stretch here in this leg. Now we can press back and flex the front foot. Long spine, holding at the hip crease, bringing fingertips down. If you have blocks you want to use here, or books or cushions, that's fine too. But trying to keep the spine long, not rounding over, pressing with the chest. And please don't put your hands on the leg you're stretching because we don't want to lock out that knee. Just finding length, folding into it. Imagine drawing your breath down into your hamstrings here. And we'll shift forward again, walking hands back up to the thigh, lifting the chest, coming back to Anjaneyasana. Choose your arms. Sink and breathe. And then press back, flexing the foot, long spine, hinging forward, coming to fingertips or blocks or books or cushions, Hanumanasana, or half split. Now, walking forward, bring the hands inside the foot for lizard pose. You can just press your chest forward and down, trying to keep the spine long here. If you want to drop to your elbows, you can try that, or you can put a block or a cushion there to drop to a block or cushion. You can also let this right knee tip out to the side and roll onto the edge of your foot. So it looks like this. So those are some options. This is a somewhat challenging pose. It can be a deep stretch, so do what works for you. Take about 5 breaths here. We'll walk back up onto our hands. Let's bring the right foot back. All right. Other side. Left foot is forward. Right toes are uncurled, so the toenails are pressed against the mat. We can slide that right knee back, and we can walk the left foot forward to find openness in the right hip and quadriceps. Hands can start on the thigh here. We'll lift the chest. Press the hips forward and down. Breathing and sinking, opening up that back hip. Hand options again. Prayer, cactus, extended. Take a few breaths here. Try to sink deeper into it. I like the word melting here. We're not forcing it, we're just letting the melt happen. And we're pressing back, flexing that foot, holding from the hip crease with a long spine, finding Hanumanasana, this half split hamstring stretch. Lengthen and press deeper. A few breaths. Sliding back forward, coming back to Anjaneyasana. We can walk the hands up to the thigh. We can lift the chest. We can choose our hand options. And sink and breathe. Press back, flexing the foot, folding forward. Hanuman Asana. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen. And then walking forward, bringing the hands inside the foot. Lengthening spine, we can press the chest deeper, coming into our lizard pose. We can tip the left knee out, roll to the outside edge of the foot if we like. Coming down to our forearms, to blocks, to cushions, whatever we've got. Long spine, couple of breaths. Coming back up onto our hands, stepping back. All right, let's make our way down to the back now. Draw the knees in. We'll hug the thighs, roll the legs in circles 3 times one direction. Reverse direction. Drop the right foot and cross the left knee over. Let the legs fall to the right, rolling onto the right hip, draping the arms to the left, turning the head to the left for a gentle spinal twist. Lifting back to center, uncrossing the legs, planting the left foot, crossing the right leg over the left leg, dropping the knees to the left with the right leg on top, draping arms to the right, turning head to the right, again melting into spinal twist. Coming back to center, uncrossing legs, let's draw the knees in, bring the arms in between the legs, and with the hands we'll grab the arch of the foot, bring the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling, drawing the knees down toward the floor, stacking ankles over knees, trying to roll the whole spine down onto the mat so we can rock from side to side, massaging the back. We can release the legs out and down. Let the arms float down to the floor, palms up, and we'll softly close our eyes. Let's make any adjustments to our hips, our shoulders, or the head to find a nice comfortable length in the spine and neck. Let's bring our awareness to our feet and just try to feel that prana, that life force, that vitality in your feet. Imagine a light that fills your body, starting at your feet, spreads up to your ankles, your calves. Feel that energy of your body coming up to the knees, the thighs. Picture it as a light that fills you, your hips, your abdomen, your chest, down through your arms, out to your fingertips, up to your head. Your whole body is light and energy. Come back to the awareness of your breath. Just to follow the inhales and exhales, the sensation of air moving in and out of the body. Let that breath take you deeper into Shavasana. deepening our breath. We can bring movement to our fingers and toes. We might rock the head from side to side. We might bend our knees and plant our feet a little wider than our hips. Sway the knees from side to side, letting them rise and fall like ocean waves. Eventually rolling onto one side, stacking hip over hip and shoulder over shoulder, just lingering for a breath or two. And then with as little effort as possible, pressing ourselves up, coming back to our comfortable seat. Bringing hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.